So, how come things look different? Are you useful to the universe? And I question, how come some animals can survive without eating meat? I shall tell you. My findings on my theories of the evolution of the species from Darwin's theories, but the oldest animal on the planet is a dinosaur. Some of them are gone, some of them are still here. And I'll tell you why some live longer than others and how come some people can just live without eating meat and stay healthy. You don't need to eat meat. Let me tell you, right? Are you ready for this fantastic observation that is all mine? Are you useful to the universe? Choo choo choo, poo poo poo. Choo choo choo, poo poo poo. And if you're good, maybe you'll get a chance at reproduction. Now, let me tell you all the reasoning past 1:44 seconds. This is: the greedy will devour their own body in the absorption of too much red meat. The greedy will become the decay. If you eat too much red meat, you will die of red meat. If you eat white meat or fish, you might survive longer. But if you totally devour red meat, which is in healthy bodies of all species, you will die early because you've taken too much out of the universe. What is it about the Tyrannosaurus Rex that was so called? How the hell did they even think they knew it was blind? I think that's a myth. But let me tell you about the Tyrannosaurus Rex. The Tyrannosaurus Rex meant it was partially blind, they say. They think it was partially blind. But how do they know that? Maybe it was passed down from caveman to caveman, or somebody wrote it in Jurassic Park. What if the Tyrannosaurus Rex mainly relied on its smell to find its prey, its decay? A smelly, decomposing piece of meat left a trail and a scent of all other animals around this piece of dead animal that was just laid decaying. It has certain antibodies in non-living organisms. Do you want to know why? Because the blood is full of metals, and at certain points even some animals will turn their blood poison. So it's impossible to eat certain sea fish, for example. If you kill it, it will turn its blood to poison, and you'll end up being very ill from killing that species. So I suggest that all the blood inside the carcass doesn't have any oxidizing blood. Too much oxygenated blood will turn your blood poisonous. So dead animals didn't have the oxygenated carbonated blood that a prey would feast upon. It survived, it's ate, but they don't last as long as animals that don't have to fight to kill animals. Some animals just lived off the decay in the natural deceased part of wildlife. So sometimes you see on the films in the wildlife there's a dead carcass. Along comes a hyena and starts ripping into it and starts having its feed and turns around and it's got mosh all over its lips. And that's what's different about the world in the past and today. You see, taking an animal and slaughtering an animal is just not kind to the universe anyway. They're people. There's a person inside that animal. And I say that people that don't overeat on meats will live longer than those that do. So there's a technique of cooking meat, and I'm not going to describe this technique to you, apart from you have to steam the meat first and then bake it in gravy in its juice. But that's not guaranteed. So eat a variety: white meat, red meat, fish, and that will cancel out all the problems of eating just red meat. It is bad for your health.